Welcome. Making chunk candles add a great alternative to the standard pillar candle of yesterday. These colorful candles add a vibrancy and life to them. Looking at chunk candles, they appear to be very difficult to make. However, just the opposite is true. In fact, many candle makers claim they are easier to make than basic pillar candles. This is because pillar candles have to be perfectly smooth. If they aren't, it is easy to see the visual defect. Such blemishes aren't visible in chunk candles. While chunk candles aren't recommended as a beginner project, they can be made once you know the basics of the candle making process. There are two phases to making chunk candles. To make the process easier, it is recommended that you keep the two separate. Attempts to cut corners often result in chunk candles that are of poor quality and don't burn well. The first phase of the project is making the chunks. The second is the process of turning those chunks into gorgeous candles. Some individuals choose to purchase pre-cut chunks at craft stores or online. To make your candles their prettiest, select colors that complement each other. To start making the color chunks, spray a cookie sheet with non-stick cooking spray. You only want a thin film on the cooking sheet. After the wax you are using has completely melted, add a color to it as well as any fragrance you want. Pour the mix onto the cookies sheet. Fill the sheet to the level you want the depth of your candle chunks to be. Keep an eye on the cooling color chunks. Once it is the consistency of cookie dough, you will want to use a sharp utility knife to cut it into chunks. Allow the chunks to continue cooling. If you are making several colors of chunks, you can mix them together or leave them separate. Some people choose to let the colors mix together on their own, while others like to create a design by adding the amount of each color they want. Using the same molds that are used for pillar candles, insert your candle wick through the bottom of the candle mold. Fill the mold loosely with color chunks. You can put one color on the bottom with another color on top, or even layers of 3 colors. You can also use only one color. The choice is all yours. Do not stack as many chunks as you can in the mold or the candle won't form properly. Just toss them in and let them lay where they end up. You are now ready to pour the melted wax over the color chunks. It is recommended that you do leave the melted wax colorless. Making chunk candles is really quite simple if you have the basic candle making concepts under your belt. These candles add flair to any decor as well as make great gifts. www.homecandle